It's the case that people with a lot of feminine energy, whose dominant natural elements are earth or water, in fact, tend to struggle with self-esteem. This is just how masculine and feminine energy work because one of them is detail-oriented and the other is not. The earth element endows a person with craftsmanship and stubborn dedication. The water element provides empathetic observation. So these are feminine energies. As with all strengths, every strength has its equal and opposite negative trait. So when feminine energy is exaggerated or out of balance, this quality of mind can cause a person's awareness to become very narrow. The end result is insecurity, overthinking, taking things too seriously, perfectionism, embarrassment, as I said, pettiness, and an overly critical perspective. 6 or 8 degrees away, even like 8 degrees away from a sign like Virgo, that can have a really strong influence on you. Or Scorpio or other signs. This serves as a big reminder for men especially, because a lot of people aren't aware that perfectionism and feeling insecure or embarrassed, it's a very feminine quality. So when men discover this, a lot of them might immediately realize that they've been sitting in their feminine too much. And for that reason, that idea can help them snap out of it, so to speak. If we take the natural element of fire, for example, like a warrior, people with a lot of fire do and say what they please because they feel that right to be themselves. So they generally don't have much problem with other people's opinions. These kinds of people have an inborn inclination to think for themselves and do things their own way, rather than mimic and adopt the behavior of others. I think this is a very simple kind of go-to rule, which is that as long as you're not doing anything wrong per se, nothing too extreme or out of the ordinary, if you have a good idea of what is normal or common and accepted in the place you live, then there is no reason to worry about what people think because you're not doing anything wrong, right? You're not being creepy, you're not hurting people, like obvious things like that, then why care? So if a strong frame doesn't change shape or form for other people, you should never be in a position where you're embarrassed yourself about something and just are waiting for the other person to change their mind about you. So you never have to be in the place of uncertainty and asking people what they think of you just to make sure that you have their approval. This is very needy, approval-seeking, dependent behavior, right? If you're independent, you don't need to know what they're thinking about you. You don't need to wonder, you don't need to ask.